All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's get right into it. So we're gonna watch this clip from the Piers Morgan show of Dennis Quaid endorsing Donald Trump. Usually when a Hollywood actor or actress endorses a politician, I'm real weary of that. But nowadays, it actually is kind of a good thing, in my opinion. And I'll tell you why here at the end. But let's watch this first.
What do you think of Trump?
I myself, I think I'm going to vote for him.
Really?
Yeah, in the next election. Yes, I am.
Are you ready for the blowback?
Well, yeah.
If inevitably comes.
Well,
with Trump?
you know, I think this election, everybody's got to. I think that you're going to take a side or whatever, but it just seems to me, it just makes sense. I was ready not to vote for Trump until what I saw is more than politics. I see a weaponization of our justice system.
Yeah.
And a challenge to our Constitution, us as Americans, that I don't think we're going to have.
Now listen, most Hollywood actor or actresses say the exact opposite. They say, oh, Donald Trump is trying to destroy the Constitution. Oh, he's trying to destroy this country. Those people cannot be trusted because they're not being intellectually honest whatsoever. But I trust this guy because he's making sense. He actually sees the weaponization of the government, of the justice system to interfere with our elections, which you should not be able to do in a free and fair country, in a free and fair election, and in a democracy like the Democrats claim to love so much. It's very interesting. That was a great point.
You know, Trump is the most investigated person probably in the history of the world.
Boom, another great point. I hate to pause it, but he's making such great points. That is very true. He's been on the limelight almost his whole life. But as soon as he comes here and threatens the Democrats, threatens their power, all of a sudden he's a racist, he's a criminal, he's homophobic, transphobic, misogynistic, he's the R word. A bunch of nonsense. A bunch of nonsense. Whether it be, you know, in Hollywood as well. I mean, he was on television. He was loved then, and everybody wanted, you know, to be like Donald Trump, and so did the black community. Everybody that was making rap music talked about being like Donald Trump. He was endorsing like people like, what's his name? I think it was Al Sharpton, the other guy that ran for president. He helped his campaign. So Jackson, Reverend Jesse Jackson, I think is his name. It makes no sense. And like you just said, he's the most investigated person in this country. The person, probably one of the most famous people in this country. And all of a sudden, he's a criminal whenever he's a threat to the Democrats. It doesn't make any sense. It does not make sense. If he's has done all these crimes, why hasn't he been charged years ago, decades ago, ages ago when this crime actually happened? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
And they haven't been able to really get him on anything.
And this whole Stormy Daniels thing, to me, is so kind of pathetic. I mean, whatever happens, as we sit here now, that we're going to find out in a few days whether he's guilty or not guilty. I don't think it matters.
It doesn't.
If anything, if he's found guilty, it'll probably help him more.
Yeah, even the way you just said it made it seem like that trial, or guilty or not guilty, is about Stormy Daniels,
right?
Which it's not.
No, it's not.
And in fact, what is the crime? I still can't figure it out.
Well,
the crime, neither can they, because they haven't said what it is. They took a misdemeanor that had run out of its time, and you know, trying to turn it into a felony, and. But they won't even say what that is.
Do you have to like Trump to vote for him?
No.
Do you like him personally?
Well, look, I was in the last campaign, and in 16 and and in 20, I found myself going, oh, please don't do that. Please don't say that. You know, it's like these things have come out of his mouth, and but. As president, the only thing I liked about Trump was everything he did.
Right.
You know, what he did with Korea, with Rocket Baby, the way he defeated ISIS in 3 weeks. You know, people don't even remember it happened so fast. How he stood up for us overseas, and China, and the way he responded to China, he stands up to people, and that's what makes him a leader, rather than what I kind of compare it to what was going on in Jimmy Carter's administration, where we're trying to be everybody's friend and pal. And there's some evil people and bad actors in this world. And so, you know, people might call him an asshole, but he's my asshole.
Right. No, I get
because he's. I'll tell you one true thing about him is that I really feel that he is working for the American people. That's what he's all about. And I do believe that to be true and sincere.
And
there you have it. There you have it. I mean, I just wanted to play that part when he was talking about Donald Trump. And it makes sense. Anybody that is rational is going to have the same mindset. Is going to have the same exact mindset, especially these Hollywood people. But you see, you know, they're either going to endorse him or love him. And the ones that, hate him. But the ones that hate him, once again, I'm very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. You see most celebrities that are probably on the right side of history, you know, endorsing Trump now, or at least getting away from the Biden administration, like The Rock, Cardi B. You know, they've came to their senses, like, you know what, like, Biden this is not good. They might not fully endorse Trump, but they'll at least stand up for against the Democrats and say at least say something. But in my opinion, the people that don't, even after seeing all the things that we see, I'm very, very suspicious of. Very, like Robert De Niro, like he's on my list now. Like we need to find out what is going on here, right? But you know, Dennis makes really, really great points. You know, he's an asshole, but he's my asshole. You know what? He is my president at the end of the day. And love him or hate him, your life was better with him. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you that. And if you actually are, you know, rational and see things and see reality for what it is, you can't deny that. You absolutely cannot, especially if you're not an elitist. If you're just an average Joe, an average American, your life was 100% better under the Trump administration. Because the things that affected us the most was things like the economy and crime and border and inflation, right? And those things were under control under Trump. That's one of the issues that we all can relate to. You know, forget about racism. Forget about, you know, all these other emotional arguments. Let's just look at what actually affects your day-to-day. Every day when you wake up, what policies actually affect you right then and there at that moment. And it's things that Donald Trump did really, really well on. And Biden has destroyed. And if you don't see that, it's mind-blowing to me. It's absolutely, I don't care about the emotional arguments. I don't care about how you feel about him, like you just said. It doesn't matter. You don't have to like the guy. You do not have to like the guy, especially if you can't do about who we get to elect, who gets to run, and who, you know, is on the polls or on, you know, on the ballot. We can't control that. But what we can control is actually making a rational choice, a choice that actually would affect you on a day-to-day level. Not because you hate the guy. It's really crazy to me. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let's talk about this video in the comment section. Hit the like button down below. And of course, if you enjoy my content, subscribe with the notification bell so you get reminded every time I bring a brand new video. Thanks for being here, guys. See you on the next one. Peace.